All right, here at St. Harolumbo's for the Stark County Coaches Dinner and Banquet. Coach Garcia back with us for another year. Good to see you, Coach.
You too.
Always good to see you back here. Now your second year back at GlenOak.
Right.
Since coming back out of retirement to take over last year. Team played hard for you last year.
Yeah,
you had a young team, but they played hard for you, especially as the season went on.
Yeah, we got better every week, and that's all you can ask for as a coach. We started down on the bottom of the hole. And,
You did.
We got better every week and really kind of propelled us into the offseason. We've had a great offseason.
Were you, as the season went on, I mean, we talked before the season last year during camp, and you knew it was going to take a second to get things going back the way you wanted. Were you a little surprised with, as the season went on, how quickly you realized, oh, these kids are getting it, and these games, we're getting a lot more competitive, and here we come?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if surprise is the word. Kids are kids.
Right.
And it's just a matter of kind of getting the program back in place, and you can't cheat the game of football.
No, you can't.
You're not gonna walk out and show up with your helmet and go to it.
Mm-hmm,
There's a process that has to happen, the weight room, the off season. So we knew it was going to take some time, but getting kids to play hard is always something that we've done, and we got better as the year went.
A curious question too, because from when I was younger, when you were younger, it was kids are a little different now.
They are.
And I don't really mean that necessarily as a slam at them, but I mean it's not always as easy to get them to work hard and train and go at it and put the video games down and things like that. So is it harder now in 2022 than maybe it was in 2012?
Oh yeah, they want to know why they're doing things.
Right. That's the thing.
Why am I doing this?
Like a baby, like a kid. Why? Yeah.
And back in our day, we just did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Go over there and run through that
Coach,
wall.
if Coach told me to chop down a tree, I was grabbing an axe, chopping down the tree.
That's
I didn't question it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that comes from at home. Expectations all over the place. So. It's not all of them, but kids they're different.
It's different now. All right, so now we fast forward ahead to this off season. You say it went well as far as the weight program, things like that, training in the off season. The kids took to it.
Yeah, they did. They from day one. I mean, we really got after it and really improved our strength. Kids didn't miss. We didn't have to drag them in there. We added a day. We went 4 days a week instead of 3.
Wow.
And they bought into it and really did a good job with it.
Now, are there some players that kind of surprised you on maybe like the weight gain, the muscle gain throughout the offseason? You're like, wow, he really.
Yeah. There's
wow.
Been, our tailback, Avante Burt,
just
a little guy.
Yeah.
And he's one of our strongest kids. Probably pound for pound, our strongest kid.
Really.
And he's one of those guys that just keeps working and working and working, and it's really paid off for him.
When you look at this season coming up. For GlenOak, what do you think are going to be some of the strengths of the team that you expect, at least early on, until you figure this team out, lean on?
Our offensive line is all back.
Well, that's a great thing.
Yeah,
that's a great thing.
Played a bunch of sophomores that took some lumps last year, so they're a year older, a year stronger, gained some experience. So that's one of the groups right there that we're going to lean on. We got a young quarterback, so we're going to have to bring him along as we go, but he's a talented kid. And he's going to do some things that are going to surprise some people. So it's Avante's younger brother.
Oh yeah.
Adrian brother.
Oh yeah.
So
that's good stock.
No doubt.
That's good stock.
No doubt.
And then one thing about GlenOak this year too is the schedule. It is boy, Coach, you're getting right back into it. I mean, the Federal League speaks for itself, but you look at a week 2 matchup against a powerhouse like Massillon. That's something that when I was younger, if I was playing a team, I would be so excited for that atmosphere, for that game. When you schedule a game like that, do you know, are the kids like excited for it? Is that something like you see them peeking towards and thinking about?
That's always one that you circle.
Absolutely.
I mean, you want to see where you're at as a program.
Yeah.
And, why wouldn't you play them?
I agree. Yeah.
We've always done it. And as long as I'm there, we're always going to do it. So. That just is what it is.
You do that, and then something too. I've been talking to the Federal League coaches who have come through today, and I say, and I'll repeat it again. Show me in Ohio a better, more competitive conference with better coaches that respect each other as much as all of you do in the Federal League. It's an embarrassment of riches. They're some of the greatest. You guys, and I mean this for calling high school football here in Stark County over the past 6 years. You guys are some of the greatest human beings, leaders, mentors, and you all run these great programs, but you all really respect each other, don't you?
Yeah, and it's always been that way.
Yeah.
From the time I started, and even way back when I played, there was always a respect amongst all the coaches, and it's a very well coached league.
And anything can happen any week in that league.
And that's why.
Yeah. I mean, it's a thing where a team can be having a down year, come out and slap a team that's about to win the Federal League title and knock them. I mean, anything can happen week to week when the Federal League teams start playing each other.
Yeah, and there's the natural rivalries. You know, Hoover and our place, it's separated by Giant Eagle.
Yeah, you're right. That's it. That is it. Washington Square, and there you are. You're absolutely right. And finally, your senior class, how have they been in camp as far as leading the way this year?
Doing a good job. You know, we don't have many of them. We lost some guys along the way that you know, whether for whatever reason didn't want to commit to it. I think we only have 13 or 14 seniors, but they've been great, and they're tough kids, and they're ready to go.
Coach, I know you want to get in there and enjoy. I know you got to speak in front of everybody here in a little bit, so I'll let you do that. But I always appreciate how gracious and nice you are when we come to cover GlenOak football. It's always good. We can't wait to call some games for you this year.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, Coach, take care. It's Coach Garcia. GlenOak will be calling their games throughout the season here at St. Harolumbo's. The Coaches Dinner Banquet going on here tonight. It's Q92.